All right, cool. Looks like we're live. I believe we're live here. My name is John Comer, and I want to welcome you to our first Game Credits Google Hangout. We hope this is going to be the first of many Hangouts, chance for us to be able to communicate with the greater community, get feedback and questions, and find people in the community that can help us move forward. And I am going to be moderating this Hangout, and I'm excited to have with me two very important people on the Game Credits team. One of them is Nelly, the co-founder of Game Credits. One of them is Malden, another co-founder of Game Credits. And today, since it's our first Hangout, we're just going to share a little bit of information about ourselves, about what we're doing. And as people come on and want to participate, we actually have a chat. So if you look on the right-hand side of your screen, there's a place where you can actually type in. You do have to be logged into YouTube. So if you're not logged into YouTube, you won't be able to chat. But if you have questions for us, just type them in as we go along, and we'll try to answer all the questions you have. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it on to Nelly. He can tell you a little bit about himself and why he started Game Credits and his experience and kind of where we're going. So Nelly, you can take over.
Hi guys, hi peeps. John, thanks for introducing me. In the first place, I must apologize for my English. It is not so good, but I will do my best to explain everything. And Malden is here, so he can help me with this conversation. I start with the Game Credits was because I saw together with Alex, I saw the big gap in between crypto and gaming, and we just got the idea to do about it. At start from February 2014, it was Gamers Coin, who was pretty much abandoned from the old developer. So we decided to take over the code and to do some stabilization and to work on with this project. So by this time we developed a lot of things, like you saw, web wallet, Android wallet, and that is the rest is history for Game Credits. Now is Game Credits. So can you help me with some more questions?
No, that's great.
He's doing good.
Nelly's always talking about his lack of English skills, but actually he speaks really good English.
Oh, thank you, but I am really giving my best.
Cool. Well, just to clarify, I asked a couple more questions for you. Maybe you can tell people, like, so you basically took over Game Credits in 2014 from the previous developers. Is that correct?
Yes. It was about the end of the 2014. Yes, okay. We are working on the Game Credits about 18 months, and maybe some more. And yes, I found Gamers Coin totally by accident, and I saw potential for integration crypto to the gaming industry, and that is all.
Yeah, and you built a pretty big team of people, like, over the last 2 years.
Yes, it was hard to find good people and good developers, and we are working on with that team. We have now more than 50 people in our team, and we have partner companies too, they have 150, 160 developers. So
Wow.
we are working hard. It is now my full-time job, and that is it. I'm only working GameCredits, only working with GameCredits.
Right. And you have like a wife and 17 kids, right?
I have a wife and 3 kids. Yes,
Oh, 2 kids. Okay, they just run around a lot.
three.
3 kids. Okay, so
Three.
they just run around a lot. They look like 17. Okay, well, we'll probably come back to give some more information about that team because it is grown and the partnerships that are launching soon because I know a lot of people want to know about that. But before we go there, let's introduce Malden. Malden, you can tell a little bit about your background maybe before GameCredits and how you found GameCredits and kind of like maybe a little bit about what you're doing, like what your roles are now. So everyone, Malden.
So hi there. I'm playing a lot of games, and then after that I started coding. I started coding at the age of 14 or something, and it's been, I don't know, 20 or more years doing a lot of software development, and just the last 12 years I've done just a lot of contracting around US in Washington DC, New York, Chicago, and now I'm in LA. So I got introduced to LA via our common friend from London, UK, last summer, and I was scouting for a really great project that I wanted to join and to take to the next level. And when I heard a story about GameCredits, I really liked it a lot, and I joined like I think as now like full time. I'm still doing a little bit of consulting to pay my bills, but like most of my time like I spend on GameCredits and helping guys to develop great software, and now to spread the word to gamers and gaming companies and all financial institutions, all other around that I just want people to learn about crypto, to learn about Bitcoin, to learn about GameCredits, and I'm 120% sure that when people understand what's going on, they just jump on it because it's just an awesome story. Like the whole idea behind distributed ledger system and how it came to be. Just I think it just I don't know. It's just so good.
You were telling me we were having lunch that day, and you were telling me a little bit about you were working in DC, I think, for if I remember correctly, I think it was a startup or a smaller company that you were helping with.
I worked for about like I've done like 20 projects. Some companies were I was on the project there like in different industries. Like I worked for financial industry, I worked for marketing, for few manufacturers in Chicago, and then also I worked for a successful startup that grew to some level, uh, and also I have experience with all very experienced like very organized companies like Johnson Controls. They have capability maturity level number 3, so it means they're very organized. So I think all my experience I want to bring into GameCredits and just help as what I can.
Yeah, and I know that you're kind of like your unofficial, maybe it's official title, I'm not sure, is lead developer manager. So I know that you're kind of overseeing a lot of the development team. And I think right now, from what I understand, the development team is spread out kind of in different locations. Is that right?
Yes.
We are in 2 cities, Niš and Belgrade.
What is that?
We are in 2 cities, Niš and Belgrade.
Okay. Okay, great. Great.
Like 2 hours driving. It's not that big. They meet regularly.
Okay. Well, thanks for the introduction. Like I said, I know some people are watching right now, so if you have any questions that you want to ask us, put that in the chat. But meanwhile, I think from what people have, feedback I've gotten from people, I think it would be good to just chat a little bit about what Game Credits is, kind of what the goal of Game Credits is, as far as what innovations it's bringing. Because it's interesting because gaming is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and there's a lot of games out there. I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day who plays Clash of Clans, and I guess Clash of Clans has this whole in-game monetization platform where people can buy credits for things, and so it's not a new concept, but it's certainly Game Credits is taking it to a whole different type of platform and usability that gaming has never been introduced to before. And I know there's a lot of advantages for independent developers as well. So if you guys can just maybe talk a little bit about the advantages of Game Credits so people can start to understand exactly what it is that we're doing, because it is pretty awesome once you understand the use case that we're developing.
Martin, can you answer on this question?
So one of my principles in life is like win-win or no deal. And with Game Credits, it's win-win-win or no deal, which means it's a win for developers, it's win for gamers, and of course it's a win for us. Like you always have like technologies that are like private and I can say public. Like Windows code became public, but for years it was private. It was held by Microsoft, and on another side you have Linux that serves people really well, and then you have whole ecosystem on top of it. Like you have many companies like Red Hat, you have whole other that provide, they help you deal with Linux to install, to give you support. So same thing is with Game Credits. I think big guys are big, and we should worry more. We worry more about like indie game developers. I think there is a lot of going on there, and I think the common payment system will be very beneficial for all those guys out there and for gamers as well. As gamers will get less expensive games and items and assets, and developers will pay less fees. Like they are paying 30% to big guys, to Google or Apple, just to get a game published. I think those fees should be much less. I think they should. It's almost like they are renting, versus owning. So we want to help developers make more money. We want gamers to have cheaper stuff. We want more security for kids, and we'll talk later in some other session. And we want as technology is awesome, at the same time it also hard to imagine, but it's also investment. As Game Credits, as community grows, I think the people that buy Game Credits are just like awesome investment instrument. So it's good for traders too. It's good for, and of course, it's good for us as we are leading and managing the system.
Yeah. So the way it's explained to me is, you guys getting a little feedback from me? You hear me twice? All right, just I was getting a little echo there. But I've been involved in crypto since early 2013, and it's an exciting kind of wild west, industry with everything, all coins everywhere and ideas everywhere, and it's great. There's a lot of innovation, there's a lot of enthusiasm, but I think one of the drawbacks is a lot of times there's a lot of hype, and there's a lot of over-promising and under-delivering, and I think sometimes the ideas behind certain altcoins are very complicated and complex. And I was really drawn to game credits because of the simplicity of the idea. You have an industry that's already developed, and you have millions and millions of gamers already out there spending money, but there's not a lot of flexibility. If I'm a gamer and I go buy a game and I buy Clash of Clans.
And I think, Alex, can you mute that? I think it's some noise in the background. And
I'm a gamer and I go buy a game and I buy Clash of Clans.
and I think, Alex, can you mute that?
1 second.
Some noise.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Can you mute?
Yeah, I did. I think he's having technical difficulties. We have another member of our team, Alex, who was trying to join us there, but I was thinking he's having some technical difficulties. But anyway, what I was saying was the simplicity of the concept is what drew me to it, and the fact that, as Malden was saying, you have developers who are looking ways to monetize. They're looking for ways to get more users to use their platform, and it's a lot of cost for them to build a game and also build a monetization platform. So I know we have a developer platform, Unity plugin that's almost complete, where, from what I understand, is going to be a plug and play for developers. They're going to be able to plug in directly to it. They're going to be able to customize their monetization system, which is no cost to them. So they save all the development costs, which can be extraordinary. It's going to be secured by the blockchain, so that they don't have to worry about hacks. They don't have to worry about players gaming the system, so to speak. And they're going to be able to have direct access to the game credit platform, which is going to save them a lot of money. And on the other end, you have the gamers who have the flexibility now of moving their game credits, moving their currency from one game to the other. And I could, as a gamer, I could play this game, then I can take my game credits, and I can go and I can purchase this game, and I can buy stuff in this game, and I can take my game credits, and I can go to another game, and I can purchase that or use it to buy in-game content, and I have flexibility and freedom. And so maybe you guys can talk a little bit more about those concepts.
It's one common, it's one money, it's one system. I think we have several other projects in pipeline. One of projects that we are thinking to put in development is like used items marketplace. Basically, if you have something, if you have some leftover in one game, like if you put like $20 or $30 or 50, and you spend $20 on gold or something, and you don't want to play that game anymore, you can you can move the gold to market, and maybe you can sell it for $20 and maybe move $20 into a different game. So it's not that just like you can move money from game to game, you can also move like game items. I think there are already websites that are doing similar thing, but with blockchain as a underlying technology, it's like 100% score, I think. And I think I see. Let's just try to. There is Morgan Albacher on the call with us. He wrote something. He thought that the live stream was at 2 p.m. I know maybe we.
What was that?
Just a second.
What was your question, Malden?
I think my question is like, seems like only one guy, just Morgan is here, and I'd like to check if he has any questions, like, and
Well, yeah. Well, we actually have several viewers actually watching, and they can actually send us messages. So that's not a problem. But also, this hangout's actually going to be recorded. So you know, it's not just a matter of who's watching now. We're going to have this stuff on our YouTube channel so that people can come and watch this anytime they want to.
is it being recorded so far, or?
Yeah, everything's been recorded.
Okay.
Everything you're saying is being recorded. For history and history. Okay, so Nelly, I accidentally muted you. So can you chime in for a second about what we were just talking about? Because I mean, a lot of these concepts were kind of your brainchild as far as bringing them, bringing this game credits platform together.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Hi, Alex. It is a problem with the internet, probably.
Nelly, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but can you repeat that question, please? Because
well, I was just saying that, like, we were talking about the advantages for using game credits for developers and for gamers, and I muted you during our conversation by accident, and you might have a few things you wanted to add.
Yes, it is the huge benefit for the game developers because they don't have to develop a monetization system. They will have a Unity plugin for because the most of them are using Unity for the developing their games. So it will be easy way to integration like plug and play. And the bigger benefit for them is they will not, like Malden said, they will not pay huge fees for to be on the different platforms. And the fastness of our blockchain is 90 seconds, so transactions will be fast, and it will be good benefit for gamers too, because they will be able to move it around the games money from game to game.
So yeah, I mean, so we're going to wrap up soon here, but I think one of the things we should hit on right before we do is obviously there's a lot of things going on right now, and I know a lot of people are really excited about what they're hearing, but I think there's also like a little bit of, it would be good for us to kind of like maybe more in detail explain to people exactly what's happening, because there's a lot of exciting things, especially with the partnerships that we have. So I know that there are two companies, at least two companies, Pixel and WebLinks, who have partnered with GameCredits. These are not tiny companies. These are companies with hundreds of games. And in WebLinks' case, I think about 1.5 million gamers. And I know there's a lot of other larger companies that are interested in game credits, but we won't get into that right now because, like I talked about, a lot of companies, a lot of altcoins, I think, like the hype. They like to overpromise and underdeliver. And what I'm really excited about, what we're doing as a team and what you guys are doing, is you're actually building things first and then telling people about it later. But I think we're far enough along that we can probably talk a little bit about the partnerships that we have and what that might mean for the future. So you guys want to comment on that at all, Malden or maybe?
Two partnerships that we have with WebLinks and Pixel are strong. They're willing to actually modify to do development effort to actually adapt their games for our needs. as we're gonna introduce few policies and uh, we're looking for more partnerships. So far, we were focused on just ensuring the basic components of our system are in place and working, our integration with PayPal, our web API, our plugins, and after that, I believe it's going to be easy to just cut more deals with gaming companies all around the world.
Nelly, do you want to add anything to that? Can you hear me, Nelly?
Yes, I hear you. I didn't catch you that you asked me.
Did you want to add anything to what Marvin said?
Yes, these two companies that we have a partnership with them. They have about 130 games already. Some of these games need to be need to be modified for the PC platform, because you all know that we are making a game hub. That means site with games who already accepted game credits. So it will be our platform for the games, and you will be able to move game credits from game to game, and you can play that games. And we are in a process of integration in this moment, and by the probably next week we will have fully integrated PayPal. So you will be able to buy game credits via PayPal account. So that is the something for the next week, and that is it. About that 130 games, it is not small for the game credits, but it is just start.
Point for testing, and
yes, that is big start for us for testing. Yes, for work.
Yeah,
like a proof of concept.
About 200 employees. Like both, one company is like 160, and another is like about 30 something. So it's about 200 employees.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Actually, we had a question here in the chat, so I'll share that with you guys, and it's from Mr. Wooter. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Oh, by the way, there's no stupid questions. All good. All questions are good. But he says, are you guys looking for partnerships with big games? I guess I don't know exactly which. He's got an example of something here. CSGO. I don't know if that's an abbreviation for something, but I guess that's a question a lot of people are asking. Are you guys looking for more partnerships? I know the answer to that question, but I'll let you guys answer it.
Sure, we are working on for the making a new partnership. What you asked, that is a Counter-Strike, and we want to be integrated there for sure. So, but in this moment we cannot tell you that we will be integrated. We are always looking, and we are always interesting for the making new partnership. So if people wanna see big games around us, it is the same like we are working on that, and we are always looking for the new partnership. Is it a small or big company? We are always looking around.
So I guess it might be good to just say real fast, there's probably people watching this, or people are going to watch this, or people in the community who have gaming contacts, who have contacts with developers, who have contacts with gaming companies. If they want to help us, what would you advise them to do as far as the best way to get that information to us and to work with us to build those relationships?
They can always send us email, and that is somebody will contact them from the team. Like now we are.
Maybe there's a specific email we should give them. I can actually type that in the chat here.
Alex, can
GameCredits.net.
What was that?
Info@GameCredits.net.
Okay, info@GameCredits.net. Okay, perfect. And as a side note to that, we're going to. I know that the Unity developer platform is getting close to completion. Do we have some ideas about when we think those first games will be integrated?
that game developer center should be done by the end of the next week. We are already done, and we'll need some time for the testing. So in that platform will be done by the next Friday, but we will publish that like always after we done it.
Yeah, I like that. Finish it first and then let people know about it.
Yes.
So I think our time is just about up. I want to say that I know that we've talked a lot about the technical side of it, a little bit of history of GameCredits today. At the same time, we know there's a lot of talent out in the community, and I will say that this project, like I said, I've been involved with crypto since 2013, and I've never seen a project like GameCredits where about 99% of the work that's being done is being done kind of outside of the crypto community, which is great. I mean, it's like there's real relationships, real development, real things happening, but at the same time, generally, like a lot of times in crypto, there's a lot of talk on the forums and things of that nature, maybe not quite as much action. And with GameCredits, it's like lots of action, but not a whole lot of talk. And the only disadvantage to that is that there's a lot of people in the crypto community who are for the first time finding out about GameCredits and what we're doing, who probably would like to get involved. There's a lot of talent out there in marketing, in PR, in word of mouth, and one of the reasons we wanted to start doing these hangouts. And by the way, we want to do this on a weekly basis. So we plan on having another one of these next week, and we're going to continue to get feedback and let you know the latest news and get questions from the community. But we want to really make an effort going forward to get as many people involved as possible. And I know it's no one's intention to be exclusive. It's actually we want to be a very inclusive community. And so if you have anything that you feel like you want to offer, maybe you don't know exactly what your talents are, but you just want to be involved in some way, then make sure that you contact us. And I can be a point of contact because I know that Nelly and Malden and a lot of the people on the team are working around the clock on the development. So I can kind of be a point of contact. If you're on the Bitcoin Talk forums, I just posted in the chat there my username, which is WinJC. You can also email me at johncomer@gamecredits.net. And if you have any questions about how you might want to be involved or any ideas of how you want to be involved, we're going to welcome any and all people to the team because we are picking up a lot of steam. So, is there anything else that the two of you want to share before we end the session today?
I think there is a lot to share, but let's do one step at a time. So I think that would be enough.
Okay.
And how about you, Nelly? Anything else?
No, I think we said enough. Everybody who is interested to help and to work with us can write email or contact you, John. So thanks for this. This is the first time, so we were little bit how to say. Yes, so we need to relax a little bit for the next time. So I think we were good.
That's fine. I think that it's a process, and it was good to do our first hangout. And appreciate everybody who joined us, and we look forward to doing a hangout next week, and hopefully see you guys there. Have a great week.
Okay, thanks.
Take care.
See ya. Bye.